This Waycross Community Sports Media Program is made possible by Wild Birds Unlimited, your backyard bird feeding specialist. 825-7777. Andrew Malacotes, AC Delco Professional Service Center, 513-407-7157. And Anderson Heating and Cooling at 574-0005. Kid Smith, State Farm Agency, Forest Park, 825-4466. And Shooter Sports Grill, a great place for the whole team. shootersportsgrill.com. Which headsets? The ones up here?
Tonight's band performances are being dedicated in memory of our fallen warrior, recent 2018 graduate Dorian Graham. We lost Dorian in a tragic accident. Our community and band family mourn the loss of our sister and friend. In honor of Dorian's contributions to the band program and the beautiful life she lived by always smiling, giving back, we ask that you please observe a moment of silence. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem and the Winton alma mater conducted by Assistant Directors James Mock and Jordan Hable. Stay standing. It's time for the fight song.
OHSAA football from Frederick Stadium on the campus of Winton Woods High School. I'm Jake Williams, along with my partner Mitch Mays, and the fine resources of Waycross Community Media. We bring the call of this clash between the Winton Woods Warriors and the Bishop Chatard Trojans. Now, these teams have split the previous two games, Mitch, with the visiting team coming out on top. So tonight, I'm sure Coach Dre wants that trend to be stopped. Now, the 18 campaign is at the halfway pole, and with October at hand, it is homecoming season and boogeyman season, but not necessarily in that order. Now, Mitch, we haven't seen you since the last time the Warriors played, I believe it was Trotwood Madison up there at Edgewood in the playoffs. So glad to have you back with me, partner. Do you have any revelations that you could tell me about tonight's game?
Well, first of all, Jake, I just want to say it's been a long time. I missed you. I'm happy to be back doing what I love to do best is talk football. But, you know, tonight we're coming in with Bishop Chatard Trojans, who are 6-0, and Winton Woods are 4-1. So I'm looking for a high-octane offense tonight from Bishop Chatard, and I'm looking for Winton Woods to, you know, try to combat that with their great defense and their speed on defense also.
Well, that's a good observation. They always have speed on defense. I want to apologize to the Winton Woods quarterback, number 17, Michael Wingfield. I was giving somebody else, Isaiah Andrews, a lot of credit for his activity last week over at Northwest High School. Now, before we go too far, we want to talk about the officials in tonight's contest. The referee is Mike Harbison. Walt Harbison is the umpire. Rick Blyberg is the linesman. Donald Williams is the line judge. And Clint Coleman is the back judge. We see Warriors are down there in the huddle in that corner of the end zone. Hopefully they will be crossing that goal line down there early and often in tonight's contest.
The chain gang is Richard Smith, David Croft, Barry Day, Paul Day, Ronald Wilson, and Joe Lorenz will be manning the chain gang today. You know, Jake, one of the things that, you know, I'm excited to see right now is this Bishop Chatard offense. You know, one of these high-octane offense, man, you know, they're 6-0. They already clinched the Circle City Conference title. You know, and the Trojans feature a run-first offense. Couple that with the Warriors' tendencies, you know, we're looking at a good game tonight.
Yes, we are, and we see Chatard Trojans coming out on the field, making their entrance. You know, they made the trip from Indianapolis, and I'm sure They didn't come here just to show up.
No, they didn't, Jake. And I think we're in for a good ball game. The Warriors, they get up for these teams coming out of state. So, they're going to be going at it.
And talking Chatard head coach Rob Doyle Sr., he's was rightfully proud of his Trojans 6-0 start. He knows he's got another visit to this neck of the woods before the season's over, when they'll be playing up against Covington Catholic.
Oh, and that looks to be a really good matchup, because Covington Catholic, they boast some of the best players in the tri-state. And, when Bishop Chatard to go over there, that's going to be something else. So I would like to see that game.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be on the horizon. And we see Winton Woods getting ready to, looks like they're going to be kicking off. Gorgeous evening here at Frederick Stadium. Nice seasonal temperature, baseball season about to be over with, especially in Cincinnati.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a shout out to the Mercy Health Medical Team, Dr. Michael Chen, Dr. Stephen Wilson, and our athletic trainer, Mr. Adam Shepard.
Yeah, it looks like the Warriors will be kicking off. It's going to be number 82. And that's Yuri Velasquez going to be kicking off. Last week against Northwest Knights, both Yuri and his brother Romel Velasquez got plenty of opportunities to kick. So as Velasquez up, addresses his ball, and his game is underway. End over end, fielded at the 2-yard line. Straight north with the ball, he's up to the 25. Skips around a would-be tackle, and looks like he's brought down.
Yeah, that looks like a nice little return from Osborne. He's a senior wide receiver, defensive back. So, that was 6-9, 6-0, these guys are going to be ready to go out here tonight, Jake. Great return, great field position for Bishop Chatard.
That's right. Demetrius Gates, number 14, on the stop for the Warriors.
Jake, how exciting is it to see this quarterback who's already committed to Ball State, Mark Nondorf? He's already committed to Ball State, so we're looking forward to watching him play tonight.
Yeah, his coaches spoke highly of him in our visit before the game. That pass is incomplete by Nondorf. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Right there on that play right there, Nondorf had his receiver open in a flat, but it was a little late with the football. So the receiver turned it up, and he just threw it away.
Well, that's the way you're going to be a big quarterback. You got to make sure you don't beat yourself by forcing the issue. Just throw it away and live to play another down, 2nd and 10.
And that's what you have to do, Jake. Throw the football away, and like you said, live for the next play.
Here's Nondorf with the give, straight up the middle. Looks like he picked up about 3 yards.
Number 2, David Taylor.
3rd down and 6, we'll call it.
Number 58 and number 88, Anthony Booker made the stop. Pick up a 4, 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Nondorf back there.
Looks like he has trips right, hands it off right. Great stop by the Warriors.
Warriors plugged it up inside on him. The defensive starters for the Warriors, number 88, Anthony Booker. Number 58, Malcolm Bryant. 31, Andrew Booker. Number 10, Melvin Pleasant. And we'll see more after this kick. Kick is up. Looks like it's going to touch down at the 29-yard line. It's picked up. And number 1 with the ball. He's circling around there. Demir Blankumsey can't find the avenue. So the Trojan special teams got him down at his own 25-yard line.
Great coverage by Bishop Chatard, Jake, right there. They pinned the Warriors back on their own 25-yard line, 23-yard line, so it's good coverage by the Trojans.
This is where we'll have to see what the Warriors are going to be bringing to the table. They got some new faces on offense. Number 2, Raekwon Prince is senior wide receiver. Number 17 is quarterback for these guys, Mikael Wingfield. Man in motion. Wingfield has it, gives to Mayan Williams. Muscles inside for a tough couple yards. We see the Warriors are going to have to make sure that tonight they have other weapons other than just Mayan Williams for these Trojans to think about.
Yeah, because you know the Trojans done plenty of film work on Myron. You know, he's the big fish in the pond right now. So they're definitely going to be keying on Myron Williams.
That's right. Give to the man in motion. That's number 20 out there, Jamonte Murray, but they got him run to the edge. It's going to be.
Yeah, they brought Murray to the from the right to the left on the jet sweep, Jake, and it looked like Bishop Chatard was just sitting there waiting for him. So it looks like it's going to be 3rd and about 5 right now for the Warriors.
Okay, so the Warriors break the huddle on this 3rd and 5. Ball on their own 29-yard line. 9:27 left to go in the Shooters' first quarter. Pass is caught. Number 5 with that catch, Rashawn Brown. Senior, 6'1", 175. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, that ball got right out, turns and heads straight north with the ball.
That was a great release from Wingfield. Looked like he ran a quick hitch and the ball was right there. That's what you got to do. You got to hit him before he gets his head around, Jake.
And not only that, but before the defender gets his head.
Yes, sir.
Williams with the ball. He fakes a step inside. Now he's outside. He stiff arms this guy. He's down the sideline. Big gain on there. Still on his feet, pushed out of bounds. Looks like at the Trojan 45-yard line.
You know, and that's what the Trojans have to do. I know they sometimes want to get, the Warriors want to do. I know that sometimes they want to get him up in the middle to run between the tackles, but sometimes you got to get him on that edge and where he can create a lot of damage out there, Jake.
That's right. That's right, Mitch. This guy's got blend of speed, power, moves, everything you want in the back. Fakes to give to Williams, and he muscles up in there on his own. Looks like he's got about 3 yards.
Yeah, it looked like the Warriors went with that RPO right there, Jake. And, it looks like Wingfield made a good read, but he got 2 or 3 out of it. So, you know, you got to bait the defense sometimes.
That's right. Wingfield, he's a sophomore, but he's a gritty guy. He knows what to do. He's not afraid. And I like their chances with him as he improves week to week.
Yes, he's following the footsteps of Kenny Mayberry, who was a big plus out here. So
Ryan Williams looks like he's going to run down there a long way, but they got a flag on the play on this one. It's in the neighborhood where it may be going back.
Looked like they ran the RPO out to the right, Jake. And like I said, if they get Myron on that edge, he can do a lot of damage out there on that edge, Jake. And I like to see him do that a little bit more, try to get him more outside.
So it looks like with this flag, it's going to be going back. Holding on Winton Woods on the play. 8:20 left to go in the Shooters' first quarter. Warriors break the huddle. Wild Bird Unlimited replay. We see Williams knows how to cut through a hole without taking all day and right down the street.
Tell you what, Jake, all he needs is a little crack and he's through it and he's gone.
That's right. There's Wingfield looking to throw this ball deep. Heaves this ball down the right sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. Nice play by the defender.
Yeah, I thought that was great coverage right there. Wingfield didn't put enough air in it, but like you said, Jake, he's a sophomore. He's learning.
See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, number 32, he's high, catches that, he high points it. That's Eric Osborne for the Trojans on that. 3rd down and 2. They'll just give it to Williams, see if they could muscle this first down, which Williams does.
That was a good push from the offensive line right there. Jake and Williams hit that hole. Myron hit that hole, and that's all he needed was 2, and he got him.
Well, Mayan Williams, he definitely doesn't mess around. You know, he hits that hole because he knows he's got moves aplenty in the open field. So
yes, he does. He knew coming into the season he was going to be the workhorse, and it's really showing right here in the first quarter.
Williams has this carry. He's on the outside. He gets around the block, but very little or no gain on the play.
Number 20, Javante Murray goes around the left side.
Nice little RPO right there, Jake. And I think Winton Woods, I don't think the Trojans are respecting that RPO right now. It looks like Winton Woods going to come right back with a nice little pop pass or something.
So we got 2nd and 5. Warriors marching here. They got this ball on the 26-yard line of the Trojans. Wingfield throws this ball on the right flat. Demir Blankenship's making a move. He's getting outside where he's getting tackled with a flag on the play. And we'll have to see if this flag doesn't end up personal foul against the Trojans where it was thrown.
That was a nice little swing pass to Blankenship right there, Jake. And with his athletic ability, once he gets outside, man, that was fantastic.
We'll have to see what the officials come up with. This flag was thrown in the neighborhood where it should be on the Trojans, but they're pointing like they're going to march. That's right. Face mask.
It's a nice little drive right here, Jake, going on for the Warriors.
That's right. Nice clock-eating drive.
Yes, it is. That's what you want to do. Keep Bishop Chatard, their offense on the sideline, and this is the way to keep the game going for the Warriors.
Blankenship, with that move, he set it up so that Javante Murray could throw that nice block for him. Give it to Williams. He steps outside a would-be tackle, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. The first one of the night for the Winwood Warriors.
Wow, what a great move right there from Myron. Once he hit that hole and busted that outside, great vision from the young running back.
Absolutely. 6:48 left to go in the Shooters' first quarter.
That was a great drive from the Warriors, Jake. I mean, it was a little bit of both, little RPOs, a little swing pass, a little jet. So right now they opened the playbook. That was great to see for the Warriors.
That's right, and that's what you need after a game like last week. That kick is up, Yuri Velasquez, and that kick is good. So with 6:48 left to go in the Shooters' first quarter, we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 7 and the Chatard Trojans 0.
See right there, Jake, he hit that hole right in the 2 and busted it all the way out to the 8. Great vision from young Myron.
And I got to give number 7, Jalen Engelman, props for the block that he put down. There's again the Shooters Sports Grill, a great place for the whole team. ShootersSportsGrill.com. Bring your date. Bring your whole crowd with you. So here come Bishop Chatard Trojans out here to see if they can answer this touchdown.
Yeah, and Jake, great drive from the Warriors right there. They sent the message right here to the 6-0 Trojans. Hey, we're here to play tonight. So, you know, a little bit of RPO, a little Myron Williams on the edge, just a little bubble screen. Great offensive play calling from the Warriors staff.
Well, that's important, especially in a game like, you know, last week they won big 59-7. But there's no letdown here this weekend. Velasquez is off with this kick, picked up on the 4-yard line. He's going straight north with the ball. He's got a seam, but he's brought down just before he gets through there.
That was great coverage from the Warriors, Jake. I mean, that's what you want to do, keep the Trojans backed up.
It's number 18, Daylan Long, on the tackle for the Warriors special teams.
Yeah, and that was the defensive back Osborne for Bishop Chatard returning that kickoff.
Here's Bishop Chatard up on the ball. Nondorf got the snap. He's looking to throw off there in the left flat, complete and out of bounds. Pick up about 6-7 yards there. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, no hesitation. He snaps that ball out. But number 4 there on the tackle for the Warriors, Myquan Grace.
Bend but don't break, and that's going to be the philosophy of the Warriors. They're going to give them a little room for those quick outs, Jake, but they have to be sure tacklers tonight.
That's right. So it's going to be 2nd down and 4. Nondorf turns and gears. He's through a hole. Cuts over a tackle, and he's up to the Warrior 47-yard line for a 1st down. No flags on the play.
Man, that was a great – when that play started off, Jake, I thought for sure it was going to be a tackle for about 1 or 2 yards, but it busted open. So you got to give Taylor a little credit for having that good vision.
That's right. You always want a back that's decisive. So as Warriors defense is looking this thing over.
Looks like we got a slot left out there for the Trojans, Jake. Oh, that's busted up.
Looks like he's going to have to bust around, and very little gain on the play. He's lucky to get any kind of forward progress, but he looks like he's got 2 yards out to about the 49, 50-yard line, almost to 50.
Man, that was great defense from the Warriors, Jake. I mean, coming off the ball hard and fast. Right there, you seen there, Taylor was going to be in a little trouble right there.
It's too bad because number 58, Malcolm Bryant, caved in the center into the backfield, but no help from his friends at that point.
Looks like we got a little trips left out there, Jake, and see what we're going to do right here from
Nondorf rolling to his left, completes his pass.
Dropped it.
Nice.
No, he dropped it.
Passes drop. Incomplete pass. We see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay that, yeah, he just bobbled that. He saw that defender and his eyes got big.
Well, you hardly ever see that anymore, Jake. In today's football games, you don't see too many alligator arms. Yeah.
To see what the Warriors come up with on defense. It's 3rd and 8. They got to get off the field.
We got trips left out there, Jake, and look for somebody to come underneath.
Nondorf, he's being rushed. He's going to have to run for it. He gets around a tackle, and he's got this 1st down picked up. Ball down on the Warrior 39-yard line.
The Warriors had great penetration on that play. You know, you got to give Nondorf a little credit for stepping up in the pocket.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't see anyone right away, and he just stepped up in the pocket and got a positive gain.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 here. Ball on the Warrior 41-yard line here. Nondorf. Fakes to give inside, pulls it out, throws it out to the right flat, complete.
A lot of quick passes going on up here, Jake. I think what the Warriors are going to do, like I said, they're going to bend but not break. Short tackling is going to be the thing tonight because they're going to give them those little quick short outs.
At some point, they're going to make this guy Nondorf feel the heat.
Yeah, he looks like he's getting in a rhythm right here, Jake. He's getting comfortable with these quick short passes. So the Warriors are going to have to pull their DBs up and try to take that away. It's a little trouble on that. Oh, my God.
And he steps around and tackle, and it's another 1st down for the Bishop Chatard Trojans.
Hey, that was great execution from Bishop Chatard because right there I thought for sure the Warriors were going to blow that play up. But the running backs are patient tonight, waiting for their holes to open up, Jake, and they're just hitting them real good.
4:13 left to go in the shooter's 1st quarter here. 1st and 10. Ball on the Warrior 29-yard line. Nondorf gives it to number 34, but this time the Warrior defense stacks him up.
Great penetration. Excuse me, Jake. Great penetration right there from the Warriors. Harrison had nowhere to go on that one.
Tony Harrison, senior running back, 6 foot, 185. Well, this seems like a reliable back for Nondorf to be giving the ball to when he's not throwing it.
You know, this is what I think the Trojans really want to do. They really want Nondorf to throw the ball, but they're trying to establish the running game.
Pass is complete. Big hit on the play, but it's going to be a first down. Guys able to maintain possession after that hit. We see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, this ball is complete over the middle, and that's number 4 on the tackle, Myquan Grace.
Great hands from Chatard, man. I mean, he took a lick and kept on ticking right there, Jake.
That's
I mean,
right.
so he's going down. I mean, those are the kind of hits that really make receivers think about going over the middle. And in today's game in the NFL and so forth, receivers are not scared to go across that middle no more. But a hit like that will make you definitely think about it.
Yeah, he'll be feeling that one tomorrow.
You know, that was a great tackle from the Warriors. I mean, he got his head across his chest. You know, a picture-perfect tackle right there. You know, nothing illegal about that hit, and that's what you like to see in football. Good, hard-hitting football.
That's right. Before we go too much further, again, the Warriors on defense are number 88, Anthony Booker, number 58, Malcolm Bryant, number 31, Andrew Booker, number 10, Melvin Pleasant, and number 6, Wasim Ficklin, number 7, Jalen Engelman. Jalen Engelman's already been doing a great job. Number 3, Zyshawn Johnson, and number 14, Demetrius Gates, and number 11, Tyquan Fleming, a senior. Number 4, Myquan Grace, another game. And number 21, Jalen Feltha, senior defensive back. So it's up to these guys to slam the door shut on the Bishop Chatard Trojans.
You know, that was great hands right there from Chatard going over in the middle, right in the meat of the defense. The Warriors laid a good hit on him, but he just held on to the ball. You got to give that young man a lot of credit for holding on to that ball.
Okay, so Nondorf back here gives to Harrison. Oh, that's number 2 with the carry. Dalen Taylor.
Right there, the Warriors got great penetration. You know, when it gets close down here by the end zone, Jake, you know, the field shortens and everything else. And, you know, it makes it tough for these quarterbacks to try to fit that ball winning. But, you know, Chatard is trying to keep the Warriors honest by giving them a little run, a little here, a little pass there. So they definitely mixing it up.
Yes, by their ability to mix it up, they're giving the Warriors a lot to think about. So here we are, 2nd down and 9. Nondorf rolling to his right, looking to throw back to his left. It's going to be defended incomplete. They're going to throw the flag on the Warriors. And that's going to be a...
You know, Jake, right there, that should have been a good no call because it really didn't affect him. He put his hands on him, but you got to give the defender a little leeway there. You know, I mean, I thought for sure, I mean, he really didn't have a chance to catch the pass. But, you know, it didn't really hurt nothing. It was offense pushing and defense, hands both ways, so, you know, pick your poison.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I thought it was good defense right there. You know, that could have been a good no call.
Well, 1:57 left to go in the Shooter's first quarter here, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Bishop Chatard Trojans here. Upon its 2nd and 1. There's a give to Harrison, and he breaks off a tackle, still on his feet, twisting around. That's number 50, Kai Sixame on there to bring him down for sure.
And that was a nice little inside run for Harrison. It looks like right there. It looks like Bishop Chatard is pulling that guard, leading Harrison up through the hole.
Which is always a good move.
Yes, it is.
So they got everything all tight down here on the 4-yard line. Fakes a give and keeps it himself, but he stopped, and now I see a flag on the play in the neighborhood where it's probably going to be against the Warriors.
Number 4, Mike Grace. Number 50, Kyle Sixonay gave the stop for Winton Woods. Penalty flag on the play.
See what this penalty is.
I don't know if he was calling face mask or holding on the offense, Jake. I really couldn't make it out.
Face mask against the Warriors. See on the replay here, Nondorf shakes a tackle and then he lowers his shoulder there. Yeah, there's the face mask.
Yeah, and he really didn't have to do that, Jake, because they had him down right there, just a little bit over-aggressive, but, you know, that happens.
125, first and goal. Nondorf got Harrison back there with him. Give to Harrison straight up the middle. That's going to be touchdown for the Bishop Chatard Trojans. 1:14 left to go in the Shooters' first quarter here.
You know, and that was a good drive right there from the Trojans. I tell you, they mixed it up real well. Good running, good passing. So, hey, we in for a shootout tonight, Jake.
Oh, definitely.
You know, you thought the Rams and the Vikings was having a shootout last night. Hey, it's nice to get another shootout on a Friday.
Well, that game I didn't see. His kick is up, and this kick is good. So with 1:14 left to go in the Shooters' first quarter here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of the Windward Warriors 7 and the Bishop Chatard Trojans 7.
Well, you had it like that, Jake. I mean, two good drives by two good teams. So is this going to be one of those games, whoever has the ball last? It's still early, but I tell you, two good sustained drives by two good football teams.
That's right. We see why Bishop Chatard is 6-0. I don't know specifically who they've played, but you can see their medal here. They had some penalties to help them out, but you know they could definitely say that they did that on their own. Though.
You know, and this Bishop Chatard kind of reminds me of that Hoban team that the Warriors played in a championship game last year, and you know they're disciplined. It don't look like they're going to beat themselves, and you know they got a good quarterback who's really in control of the offense. But Hoban last year surprised everybody with a freshman quarterback that, you know, beat a really good Winton Woods football team.
Well, that's a game where, you know, it's basically a home game for Hoban, but I guess that's the way it is. They knew what they signed on for. Bishop Chatard is about to kick this thing off. Warriors need to get a nice return on this.
We got Blankenship back there. He's an athletic kid, man. He can break it any time.
Catch up to the 20-yard line where he runs into a crowd, and they're going to have him gain tackled down at the 20-yard line.
Good coverage right there from the Trojans. You know, now, you know, I'm kind of excited to see this next drive by the Warriors. You know, they gave him a heavy doses of Myron Williams in the first possession. You know, so maybe they'll come back with the same thing, because I tell you, Myron had a great opening drive for the Warriors.
Well, this is something the Warriors, they're going to have to work on other people other than Mayan Williams. We'll have to see what they come up with. Williams with the carry, runs through the first line. I don't think no one's going to catch Mayan Williams from here on. Touchdown, Winton Warriors, no laundry on the field. And so the home team answers that long drive with a one-play from scrimmage touchdown by Mayan Williams.
I tell you, Jake, right there, he hit that one hole, and he took it all the way to the house. You know, I know you said they got to get a lot of other people involved, but hey, if you get one shot to give it to your main man, that's what he can do.
That's right. And we see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, we're scored again. Yuri Velasquez in to do the point after attempt. The hole is down. The kick is up. And this kick is good. So, with 56.2 seconds left to go in the first quarter, the Shooters' first quarter here at Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winwoods Warriors 14 and the Bishop Chatard Trojans 7.
Well, so much for long, sustained drives, Jake. I mean, right there, Myron hit that one hole and took it all the way over to the 8 hole, and took it all the way to the house. This guy's a great running back right here. Hard-working young man, too.
That's right.
Puts in the time during the off-season.
Look at that.
Look at that.
No laundry on the field.
Like
Wild
you
Bird
said,
Unlimited
once he
replay.
gets that kind of room, like you said, Jake, no one's going to catch him.
So the Warriors are going to have to do to tighten up. You know, we know they can score on offense, but at some point the defense is going to have to shut these guys down. So Yuri Velasquez.
You definitely have to give the offense a lot of credit right there because that was a nice hole.
Oh,
they
yeah.
got a great push up front. And like I said, all you need to give Myron is a little crease and he's gone.
Oh, this kick is off. He touched in the end zone, so they're going to set this thing up. 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Excuse me, the 20-yard line. You know, this is where the Warriors got to remember that this is their home. And, like, again, homecoming season is right around the corner. I think their homecoming game is next week against Edgewood. You know, so the Warriors are going to definitely see to it that no one comes in here and makes a home invasion out of their home turf.
Now, I like what the Warriors are doing. Well, you know, anytime they back off all these receivers, right there, I think Norduff, he made a bad read right there and went to the wrong side, but great defense right there from the Warriors. Great closing speed.
Yeah, we see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay that this Dalen Taylor, you know, again, nice tackle by number 4 right across the bow, Maquan Grace.
Grace with a great picture-perfect tackle right there. Head up, head across the body. Great tackle right there.
2nd and 11, 24 seconds left to go in the Shooters' first quarter. Nondorf fakes to give, and he throws this down the left side. And he gets around one Warrior defender, and he's got this ball up for a first down.
You know, Norndorf has a lot of confidence in his arm. All you need to do is give him a little room, and he fits that ball right in there. He's definitely a Division I football player. You can see the way he throws that football.
Okay, so 3rd and 1, but that's going to be it for the Shooters' first quarter. And we want to thank Shooters Sports Grill, a great place for the whole team. ShootersSportsGrill.com for the wild first quarter that Shooters brought to us tonight here from Frederick Stadium. The Winwoods Warriors are going to have to get back and figure out how they're going to put the stop to these Trojans. At some point, this Mark Nandorf is going to have to go down, and he's going to have to go down hard.
Well, and like I said, Jake, you know, he has a lot of confidence in his arms. You can see it. They have a lot of confidence in him as well, and he gets rid of the ball quick, and he throws it hard, and he's not scared to throw it in coverage. So it's going to be a challenge for the defensive backs of the Warriors. You know, they're playing a lot of press coverage up here. So, hey, it's man on man. See if you can stop me.
Here we go. 3rd and 1 for the Trojans. Nondorf.
Looks like the
Whistle.
Warriors was in the neutral zone right there, Jake.
It's going to give them a first down.
So those are the things the Warriors definitely had to get rid of. I mean, that's a mistake that could be eliminated. All he has to do is check with the online official over there and see if he's okay.
Yeah, this is where the Warriors, they can't keep getting penalized.
No, you definitely don't want to beat yourself right there. That's just a mental mistake on the Warriors' part. You know, with a 6-0 team, you don't want to give them extra plays.
That's right. Nondorf with the give inside. It'll be about a 2-yard gain. So the Warriors are going to send number 31 into the game.
You know, Taylor's a good little scat back. He goes in between those tackles. The Warriors are playing great defense up front, you know, so, you know, the Bishop Chatard is definitely going to have to work running in between the tackles.
Okay, so Nondorf
got trips left right here, Jake.
waiting for the snap. High snap, he pulls it down, looking to throw this ball over the middle. Ball's caught, but he's tripped up by number 4.
Man, you know, I'm really impressed with that charge, that receiver, number 13. It don't look like he has much meat on his bone, but this young man goes over the middle like it's no other.
Well, he's got a guy that's throwing accurate passes. He's not throwing those kind of passes. It's going to get this guy killed half the time, or full extension and so forth into a defender.
Yes, and you know, hey, like you said, they got a lot of confidence in this quarterback. You know, he's a senior.
He fakes the give and keeps it, but he's stacked and met. He is stone out there.
You know, that was great defense right there from Brooks. I tell you, he stayed at home, didn't bite on that fake right there, and it.
Yeah, so we see that number 23, Kenneth Brooks. That was stout defense. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, this is where the Trojans really like to be, where they can put the ball in the senior's hand and let him make good decisions out here.
Nondorf looking to throw over the middle. This ball stepped in front of, but just couldn't make the grab. It's number 14 there.
That was great coverage right there, the
Gates.
Warriors.
We see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay here where
right there, Nordorf got a little greedy right there. There wasn't nobody open right there. You would think, hey, just throw the ball away or go to another read, because you had 2 good Warriors right there, Gates and somebody else right there.
Yep.
And they almost got that interception.
See, and they're playing against these guys. You got to make that interception. Got to keep this guy Nondorf off the field. It's 3rd and 8. Let's get him off the field right here. Nondorf
coming back this way, Jake.
On this play, overthrows his
him.
Receiver this time.
Right there. Right there, Coons stopped on the route right there. Had he kept going, Jake, he had plenty of room to run. Mm-hmm. So that was a misexecution right there on the Trojans. Coons stopped on the route. You can't stop on the route. It was a nice play set up for big yardage, and Coons stopped.
Now you sound like Dave Lapham talking about that receiver in the game Sunday. So Chatard just barely gets his kick off. Blankham's with the carry, and he's around right in, and he's got a convoy.
Oh, yes, he does.
He's down the right sideline. Throw the block. He cuts inside. Now he's going, and he's going to make it all the way. I don't see any flags on the field. There goes a flag. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the officials come up with in the. It's like the officials are going to be marking this off against the Warriors.
That Blankham's definitely a good athlete. Anytime he gets that kind of open field, he picked up some good blocks. What a great return right there. You know, it seems like the Warriors are clicking on all cylinders, special teams, defense, and offense. They look like a well-oiled machine tonight.
Well, they got to keep it up through 4 quarters. are they going to call this flag about? We don't know. Here he's going.
Right there, I seen a block right there, but that was early in the return.
He didn't, that wasn't it.
I know that wasn't the call, but there was one right there they missed. But I didn't see the other one that he called down here in the field because he didn't need no more blocks at this point right here, Jake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see,
Whoa.
Where was it after that?
Whoa.
Especially where they're trying to say, come on. No.
Well, you know, hey, Jake, it ain't much I can say on that because I didn't see a block in the back other than the block when he first caught the football. But other than that, I didn't see it. You can't call that.
So here's the Warriors ball on the Trojan 42-yard line. Wingfield trying to get around, but they're going to put the stop to Wingfield.
Well, right there, that was an RPO right there, Jake. Wingfield just made a bad read right there. The fumble, the ball was mishandled in the snap, so and that, instead of getting the fumble to Myron, he kept it himself.
So the clock is moving, 9:16 left to go in the half here as the Warriors break the huddle. Ball on the Trojan 44-yard line, 2nd and 12. Wingfield straight drop. Now he plants his foot and tries to head out with it, but they got him. It's number 24 on the tackle, Ryan Cheek.
You know, I think the Warriors are reaching down in their playbook to try to come up with something, but hey, why not get a horse the ball? Myron Williams just went 60 yards. Give him another, feed him a little bit more. You know, he's a real good kid. He's not going to ask for the football, get up and say, feed me, but feed the young man.
3rd and 15. Need a big chunk on his play. Wingfield.
Good pickup right there from Myron.
Ball, number 12. Back shoulder adjustment, and he makes that catch. That's Brian Johnson Jr. on the grab for the Warriors. Nice back shoulder adjustment. Wingfield, that's the part of the field he likes to throw deep anyway.
Well, that was a good adjustment on the ball from Mr. Johnson. The ball was underthrown, and like you said, he made a good adjustment and came back and caught the ball.
We got this ball 1st and 10 on the Trojan 14.
You're going to get a heavy doses of Williams down here.
Here's Williams with the ball, skips through a hole, gets it down inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal.
Man, I tell you right now, Jake, Myron Williams is starting to percolate, baby.
Myron Williams, he comes to play. I'll never forget the first time I ever saw him carry the ball in practice. Look at that give. That poor number 20 had no shot. But I understand why he committed. That's David Whitemore. He tried. Williams again, and no one's going to catch him. He's going to walk in, and that's going to be another touchdown for the Winton Woods Warriors here with 7:27 left to go in the half. Pending the outcome of this point after, we got to score the Winton Woods Warriors 20 and the Bishop Chatard Trojans 7. We see Williams there,
Great cutback right there from Myron, Jake. He gave him that leg and took it back and walked right into the end zone.
Myron Williams owned this guy, number 20, twice, 2 plays in a row. Number 20 got owned.
Yes, sir. Myron give it, Myron take it away.
Hold us down, the kick is up. And that kick is good. So the Warriors sitting on a 21-7 lead.
I tell you the way they're looking right now, Jake, you think the Warriors be 6-0 the way they're playing right now, and the Trojans are 4-1 because the Warriors came out. Everything's clicking for them. Special team, defense, the offense is manufacturing point. So what more can you ask for early in the football game?
Like you said earlier, Mitch, they got this thing running smoother than a stack of Earth, Wind, and Fire albums on a blind date.
I know that's right, Jake.
So we see Yuri Velasquez is doing the duties for this kickoff.
And he's going to be kicking off to number 32 is Eric Osborne back deep on the kickoff. You know, I would hope that the Warriors sustain this pace right here. This is good football, Jay. And now what you're going to see is a heavy dose of Nordorf. He's going to have to throw the football. Nordorf is definitely going to have to throw the football.
Going to come out to the 20-yard line. Number 32 on the grab. That's Eric Osborne. 7:26 left to go in the half. We see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay here, Osborne's got 2 feet in the end zone. This is Bishop Chatard, their chance to see if they could put some points on the scoreboard before halftime.
Well, if they don't, it's going to be a long night for them because it looks like the Warriors are clicking on all cylinders right now. Defense, offense, special teams, their game is flowing.
Okay, so there's the give. Harrison with the ball, and he tries to put his foot down and go north with it. Maybe picks up 2 or 3.
And you have to like what the defense is doing. They're getting 1 and 2 yards on first down. Now they're going to have to put the ball in Nordorf's hand. And the Warriors know they're going to have to throw the football.
We see stellar defense as usual. Anthony Booker, always prominent on the D-line for the Warriors. Nondorf, there's given to Harrison again, but Warrior defense says, I don't think so this time.
I tell you, the Warriors are really playing great up front. They're not getting much. You know, you'll take the 1 and 2 yards they're getting and put them in 3rd and long.
Well, they're going to be facing 3rd and 9 on this play. 6:30 left to go in the first half.
And you like that. The Warriors are scoring and keeping Bishop Chatard off the field.
Rolling into his, he's going to be tackled for a sack.
Booker got him. All right, Booker, great tackle out there. Don't make a stance like that and get a penalty.
That's right. Anthony Booker, number 88 on that tackle.
Great pass rush up front from Booker.
Blankenship deep to receive this kick.
I don't think he's going to kick it back way, kick it to Blankenship on this
kick. One. Blankenship getting away from it. It touches down at the 46 of the Warriors. Takes the Trojan bounce all the way down to Wynwood's 33-yard line where they'll put it in gear.
And I think that was a good kick right there from the Trojans, because you don't want to kick it to that young man because he can make things happen.
Yeah, with a kick like that, their defense has a chance to maybe rise up. We see a flag here on the field. Holding against Wynwood. I mean, you know, talking to Coach Rob Doyle of the Chatard Trojans, you know, had a little friendly conversation with him, and he reminded me, well, we didn't bring the officials with us. I'm like, yeah, I guess not. So this ball is going to be marched back deeper into Warrior territory where they'll put it in gear now on their 23-yard line with 5:27 left to go in the half.
Yeah, and they're getting ready to feed Seymour. And you know Seymour is Myron Williams.
There's Williams with the ball. Noses in there for a pickup of about 3.
You know, and the way the offense is set up for the Warriors, they got them spread out real nice right here. You know, if they played, you know, that was a good defensive play from the Trojans.
Yeah, that's Mr. number 91 for the Trojans. He stayed with it. That's Hayes Shepard. Couple grudging yards on that play. 4:42 left to go in the half. We see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay.
And I like this series from the Warriors right here. You know, give Myron the ball. Keep him loose. Keep working him. Let him get his work in tonight.
Well, that was Jamonte Murray with that carry. Jamonte Murray gets his share of the carries, and he always produces when he gets the ball. That pass is thrown. It's going to be short of a first down.
Taken down at the 31-yard line.
4th and 2, it'd be a good time to punt the football right here, play field position.
That's right.
I mean, I don't think a lot of schools play field position. You know, sometimes they get a little greedy early and try to go for it. Got a 21-7 lead. I would punt the ball. You in your field position.
If it's Romel Velasquez in the game, number 19, Romel Velasquez, he's got this kickoff. It's going to hit on the 38-yard line and roll to the 34-yard line.
You know, that was a great call from Coach. You know, they got a comfortable lead, 21-7. Play field position.
3:30 left to go in the half.
You know, this has definitely been an entertaining game, Jake. I mean, Winton Woods is clicking on all cylinders. Offense, defense, special teams. I can't say it enough. You know, you have to like their total game tonight. Their defensive line is stopping the run. You know, they're not worried too much about Norndorf throwing the football because now they know that he has to throw. They're down 21-7.
I would like it better if they could put him down, though. They need to sack him. Well, they did. But
oh, great stand right
Harrison
there from the Warriors.
stood up at the line of scrimmage for no gain or maybe even a half-a-yard loss.
Oh, Melvin Pleasant really stopped that up front.
See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, everybody stood up on that old line and see the Winwood's Warrior band making their way in anticipation of their halftime proceedings. Nondorf waiting for the snap. 2nd and 11. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. Yeah, there's a flag. They talked them into it, and now there is a flag, and they took
it was a good call, but the flag is a little late. You see the contact before the receiver got to the ball. It was a good call right there.
Pass interference on Winwood's Warriors.
He might have been a step early right there on that one, Jake.
Just wasn't real blatant. That's why it took the guy so long to make the call.
Right there. Yeah, I mean, you can see it right there. One step too soon.
So this is like giving Nondorf another shot. Mark Nondorf, I don't want to see him having all these extra chances to get this ball downfield. Waiting on the snap. There it is. He gives the ball to Harrison. Harrison rustles inside for about 2-3 yard gain.
I mean, great tackle right up there from Booker. I mean, he was right in that hole. He met Mr. Harrison right in the hole.
That's right.
Booker and Engelman played that great.
2:22 left to go in the half. 2nd down 7 here. Nondorf, straight drop, looking to store this ball over the middle.
Wow, how did he get that in there, Jake? You had a host of Warriors defenders right there. He just snuck that ball in there. You can see the confidence he has in his arm.
Yes, he's very accurate. That's why I don't want to see him out there throwing.
You know, he doesn't lack confidence.
No, he
You can
doesn't.
see the way he'll try to fit it in a closed window if he had to.
Man, these defense, they got a 3rd down and 2. We got to get off the field
I thought
here.
there was a little movement right there
Yeah,
from.
I thought Chatard guy left early.
They got away with some illegal motion. Is this 4-down territory right here for Chatard?
Might as well.
I don't know. You're only down 21-7. You have to play field position right here. You know, you got a whole nother second half to play. You don't want to get the Warriors good field position because you know they can strike from anywhere.
Well, they're going for it, partner. And,
wow.
This is where the Ward defense has to come up with another stellar play. Nondorf got the snap, looking to throw this ball. And it's stepped in front of by a Ward defender.
Great drop by Rashad Brown. He was watching the quarterback's eyes all the way. He dropped off in the flat and almost had him an interception.
Yep.
Reading him all the way, Jake, right there. Dropped off in the flat and almost had an interception.
Yeah, he baited him to throw that ball.
Yes, he did.
We've seen Ficklin.
Now, you know, this play call right here could come back to haunt the Trojans. You know, you're only down 21-7. It would have been a great opportunity to play field position.
Warriors have 3 timeouts left. If they get this ball across midfield, they're going to see if they can do that long pass. This is the part of field Wingfield likes to throw the ball deep in this part of field. I'd say another 10 yards, he's going to be looking to throw it in the end zone.
You know, I think we'll see a heavy dose of Myron Williams. See him in a couple flare passes, couple bubble passes. Right now it'd be a good time to drop off a good screen to Myron.
Yeah. If they could just get into Bishop Chatard territory deep, they got guys that could kick it through the uprights now,
yes,
too.
they do. Three's just as good as any other points in the game of football.
3
I mean,
points
right now,
would be big.
Yeah, the Warriors have played a great first half so far. You know, you don't want to do nothing to hurt yourself. But right now, you got 1 minute and 27 seconds left. There's still plenty of time for you to get more points on the board.
That's right.
And you got a great running back in Myron Williams. Work him a little bit more. I think the Warriors got 2 timeouts left. Hey, use the clock and use your timeouts. It'll be a great opportunity to work for like the 2-minute offense.
Okay, so 1st and 10, Wingfield back there, waits to snap. It's like they're coming. Looks like the Trojans are coming. He's dropped back. He's throwing this out to the left flat. Ball's caught. About a 4-yard, 3-yard pickup. Yeah,
that was a great safe play right there for the sophomore. You know, good safe pass right there. Throw it out in the flat.
Clock rolling. 2nd and 7. 1:07 left to go in the half. So they're going to get this play off without a timeout. Got trips right here. Wingfield's looking to throw this ball. He's rolling to his right. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to pick up about 5 yards. 50 seconds left to go in the half. The clock's rolling. When are they going to take a timeout? 45 seconds left to go in the half.
Well, you know, I kind of like the strategy right here from Coach Parker. I mean, he's not going to do anything to really turn the ball over to hurt the football team. A lot of these are safe passes out to the flat, drop back and run. So, you know, he's trying to eat up some time on the clock.
And with these receivers on Winton Woods, there's always possibility of yards after catch anyway.
And yeah, you know, you can get the rack, run after the catch. But I kind of like it. You got a sophomore quarterback. You got to protect the young man. You don't want him just out there hauling the ball down 30 or 40 yards.
True.
That's when mistakes happen.
You can see the game on Saturday, the 29th at 5 p.m., Monday, October 1st at 7:30 p.m.
So here we go, 3rd and 4. Ball's whistled in play. Again, they look like they're coming. Pulls it out of a gut. This ball's complete. This guy's making a nice run up the field. He's going to be down at the Bishop Chatard 37-yard line.
You know, the Warriors do have a pretty good field goal kicker. You know, 10, 15 more yards, he has an opportunity to get them 3 points.
Oh, yeah, and see, and they got a good workout last week kicking field goals, too. Back to passes, Wingfield. He throws this ball deep. Number 12 with the catch, and that ball's caught. And they're going to be down at the 1 yard line. I'm telling you, this is the part of the field where Wingfield likes to throw that pass.
That was a great pass from Wingfield.
You
He
see
let
on
it go
the
right
Walford
there.
Unlimited replay.
Great catch from Johnson. He ran right up under the football.
Ran right up under it. Now with 26.8 seconds left to go in the half, the Warriors are looking to score before halftime. Nice catch, as the scoreboard is telling us.
That was you seen right there, Bishop Chatard. You see Bishop Chatard was in a press coverage. They left that cornerback all alone out there. You know, surprising me. A lot of teams get in trouble with trying to put too much pressure on the quarterback, and they leave these DBs on the island.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a cover two right there been a pretty good defensive position to be in.
That's his pass, though. For the way his arm is, the way he likes to throw that ball, he's got a lot of accuracy throwing that type of pass.
Right now, you just pound that ball with number 28.
So they got the diesel package in the game. Timeout called by
Too many players on the field for Bishop Chatard.
Okay. Well, Bishop Chatard, too many Trojans out there. Sneak, and that's in the end zone. Touchdown. The Winwoods Warriors given opportunity, go up on top 27-7, pending the outcome of this extra point.
Hey, that was a nice little 2-minute drive right there from the Warriors. They put Wingfield behind that big offensive line. And like you said, Jake, right there, Bishop Chatard, they gambled and they lost. You know, in that situation, punt the football. Make them go 80.
So we see the Warriors ready to step into this point after. Velasquez kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 22.1 seconds left to go in the half, we have a score of your Winwoods Warriors 28 and the Bishop Chatard Trojans 7.
Well, right now, like I said, Jake, I done said it over and over again. The Warriors are clicking on all cylinders. Offense, defense, special teams, everything's going their way. You know, I thought that was a great call by Coach over here to punt the football. Chatard came back and had an opportunity to punt the football, but they didn't, and it came back to haunt them.
Well, this is where the Warriors, you know, when the rankings around here, the way they're sizing these teams up, they got the Winwoods Warriors rated number 7 or number 9, I think. And I don't totally agree, but I tell you this much, now that it's boogeyman season, I don't think the Warriors are going to allow them to be on the receiving end of being the boogeyman treatment.
Well, I tell you what, Jake, this is a good thing to see for the Warriors, man. You know, they come in here a 6-0 team. They was up. They knew what they was facing. But I don't think Chatard maybe faced a team of this athletic. You know, I mean, you got athletes out there.
Of course, here we see on that ball's out, and the Warriors have this thing. 13.8 seconds left to go in the half, and Bishop Chatard Trojans got a little bit sloppy, and now they have a shot at letting the Warriors score more points.
Was that Evans who coughed it up?
See here on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay.
Whoa,
there it is, right there.
You got to protect that pig skin, Jake.
Sean Evans.
Here's a chance for the Warriors to really make it difficult for the Trojans.
Let's see what happens. He's going to hand this ball to Williams, and he could get out of bounds, maybe. He's throwing this ball over the middle. In the back.
Wide open.
Touchdown! Number 10 on the reception. Melvin Pleasant, senior, 6'1", 210. So with 8.3 seconds left to go in the half, the Wynwood's Warriors, pending the outcome of this PAT, are on top 34-7.
That's what you like to see. I'm glad the Warriors went for the juggler right there. I mean, Mr. Johnson has had a great first half. He's been able to beat anybody they put on him. And all Wingfield has to do is put the ball up there.
Hey, before the game, remember how they were congregated in that corner of the field? That's their lucky corner down there. So that PAT is good. So with 8.3 seconds left to go here from Frederick Stadium, have a score to Wynwood's Warriors 35 and the Bishop Chatard Trojans 7.
You cannot leave these DBs out on the island with Johnson. He's got good hands and speed, and the defender just fell down.
It's almost like the defender was trying to peek into the backfield and got caught looking. We see celebrations. Mikhail Wingfield, he's like, you know, he's a sophomore and he's got that youthful exuberance.
That's the way you got to do it. You know, we always talk about ball on that youth and stuff when we was younger.
So this is where we're going to have the Warriors special teams have to make sure that they just kind of let the air out of this ball.
You know, there was a couple mistakes right here from Chatard in this quarter. I mean, once you punt the football, you're only down 21-7. You know, it wasn't a desperation time at that point to go for that ball. You want to depend the Warriors back. You know, you don't want to give them, 50 yards to go. Give them 80 to 90 yards to go, and that come back to haunt Bishop Chatard. They gave up 2 quick scores.
Of course, the Warriors have proven that they can go 80, 90 yards if the officials keep their flag in the pocket. Well, even if they don't, they can still do it.
Yes, they can.
So this kick is off. Romel Velasquez is gathered in at the 19.
Osborne.
And 3.2 seconds and 1.2 seconds left to go in the half. So we see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay here where this goes straight north with the ball. There's no point in being cute. So everything is falling the Warriors' way so far tonight, Mitch.
And that's the way you want to see it, Jake. I mean, they are clicking. I mean, this is very impressive from the Warriors in the first half.
So that brings us to the end of the first half here from Frederick Stadium, where the Wynwood's Warriors are on top of the Bishop Chatard Trojans 35-7. Waycross Community Media will be back with more for you after half.
Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball on their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up, lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Released on June 30th, 2014, this hit received 2 Grammy nominations for Record of the Year and Song of the Year. We start with Megan Trainor's All About That Bass. Our next song was the 2003 Beyonce hit, Crazy in Love. Written to sing with her future husband, this song was first performed with Jay-Z at the BET Awards. Our third song is by Rihanna and recorded and co-written by her then boyfriend Chris Brown. This dance pop track is about being in a state of mental anguish. Here is Disturbia. spark to be a firework and describes this song as her opus. The week following the video release, the song became a beacon of hope for everyone who has battled bullies or struggled to find themselves. Perry calls this song her epitaph. Closing out our 2018 Band Night show, here is Firework by Katy Perry. Now let's get on your feet with the Winton Woods fight song.
This Waycross Community Sports Media Program is made possible by Wild Birds Unlimited, your backyard bird feeding specialist, 825-7777. Andrew Malacotes, AC Delco Professional Service Center, 513-407-7157. And Anderson Heating and Cooling at 574-0005. Kid Smith, State Farm Agency, Forest Park, 825-4466. And Shooter Sports Grill, a great place for the whole team, shootersportsgrill.com.
Journey hit, heard in the popular show Glee. Here is Don't Stop Believing. We close with Imagine Dragons' 2018 Grammy-nominated hit. Here is Believer.
This Waycross Community Sports Media Program is made possible by Wild Birds Unlimited, your backyard bird feeding specialist, 825-7777. Andrew Malacotes, AC Delco Professional Service Center, 513-407-7157. And Anderson Heating and Cooling at 574-0005. Kid Smith, State Farm Agency, Forest Park, 825-4466. And Shooter Sports Grill, a great place for the whole team, shootersportsgrill.com. Welcome to the second half of tonight's action, where we have a score of your Winwood Warriors on top of the visiting Bishop Chatard Trojans, 35-7. here at Frederick Stadium. You know, in the second half, the Warriors are looking for more of the same, Mitch. They seem to have slowed down the Trojans with tough D and offense that is clicking on all cylinders to the point where they have turned Chatard's goal line into malfunction junction.
Well, you know, one of the things you got to give Winton Woods Warriors defensive line a lot of credit because they have shut down Chatard's running game, and you thought for sure they would put the ball in the Nordhoff's hand a little bit more, but unfortunately, you know, it's not working for them. I thought Chatard made a couple of bad decisions towards the end of the half, choosing not to punt the ball that cost them 14 points. You know, but let's look at some of these stats going into the second half, Jake. You look at Mayan Williams, 11 attempts for 162 net yards and 3 touchdowns. Jamonte Murray, 1 rush, net 2 yards. And you look at Wingfield, 9 attempts, 8 completions, 88 yards, and 1 touchdown. And on the other hand, you look at Chatard. You look at Mark Nordhoff, 4 attempts, net 1 yard running. In the passing, Nordhoff 15 attempts, 7 completions, and 47 yards. But I know one of the things Chatard has to do in this second half is find their running game and put the ball in Nordhoff's hand a little bit more. You know, there was great little quick passing game that they was doing earlier in the game, seemed to be working, but they went away from that. They got too far behind. And the critical mistake for Chatard, to me, is not punting the football, and it cost them 14 points. They could have went in the half 21-7. They still had a good chance, you know, with their offensive firepower. But that didn't happen, and they're looking at a 35-7 deficit. So, you know, they got a long way to come, and they just got to take it one possession at a time. They can't try to get it all back in one possession.
Well, that's a good assessment of the first half there, Mitch. And as far as Nondorf goes, and Winton Woods Warrior defense that I know over the years, as an opposing quarterback, if you can't run the ball where they're going to respect that you may run, you're going to have a hard time beating them.
Yes, and I thought earlier in the game Chatard had their running game going when at that first drive they went down and scored right after Winton Woods scored. And I thought we would see some of the same, but you know, unfortunately, Winton Woods just exploded in the second quarter. You know, they get, you know, the punt return, got returned back, but the long passes. Chatard is trying to do a lot of man-to-man coverage. I was surprised they tried to do that, and they went away from the cover two. So, you know, it's a lot of errors to Chatard. You know, they're hurting themselves.
Well, Chatard is getting ready to step into this kick to get the second half opened up. Warriors back to receive it, and the second half is underway. Come on, get up, Blankets. He's got it on the 7. He's moving forward, but these guys got him going in circles. He cuts through a couple would-be tacklers, and he gets his ball out to the 17-yard line. And for the way that looked, I'll take it.
You know, and one of the things that I did see in Chatard is, you know, they are a very disciplined team, especially you see on the special teams like the kickoff. They stay in their lanes, and, you know, they you don't get the cutbacks on them. But, you know, I mean, like you said, they got too far behind, and now, you know, when you get too far behind, you got to do things that you're not comfortable to do.
Well, here comes the Warriors offense taking the field and get this second half underway. Wingfield back there. Mayan Williams. Man in motion is number 20. Jamonte Murray. Williams with the ball. Williams twists out of the arm tackle, and he's got this ball for a first down carry up to about the 27-yard line here.
Right there, Chatard had the play, but Mayan didn't give up on the play. He fought for 10 tough yards.
First and 10. Mayan Williams has that ability to hold his body with his hand like a fingertip push-up and then fling them guys off and keep on up the street. Jamonte Murray in motion. Wingfield drops straight back, looking to throw this ball deep. This guy's number 12 off his hand. Incomplete. It looks like they're going to try to own number 32, Eric Osborne.
Well, and it looks like I'm kind of surprised Chatard has not made the adjustment to put somebody over top, maybe go to a cover two, jam him at the line and let him go. But if long as they're going to play a cover one, hey, Winton Woods is going to continue to pick that poison.
And the O-line, I got to give the O-line credit. Wingfield has time to figure out what he wants to do back there without anybody being in his face. There's Mayan Williams with the carry.
And
Muscles in there, short game.
And that is really helping out Winton Woods tonight, especially with the young quarterback. They got the running game working. And once you get your running game working, your passing game open up. So, the coach is doing a lot to help the young quarterback. Because he's seeing they're in a cover one, press coverage. Why not throw the ball up there and it might help you?
So Warriors break the huddle, 10:41 left to go in the third quarter here. Williams back there with him. Straight drop by Wingfield. Goes thrown, caught, complete. Jamonte Murray hauls that pass in, and he's out of bounds at the Warrior 45-yard line. First down.
Hey, right there, Wingfield showed you a little bit by dropping that ball between the cover two guy right there, right in front of the safety. Hey, good little touch from the young quarterback.
Toe taps the sideline, and Warriors are moving that ball. This one will be to give to Williams. Is my guess. There it is. Williams with the carry, straight north with it. Still on his feet. Pick up for a first down. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, he runs through that wave tackle, and he's still on his feet. And number 24.
You just see the determination on Mayan tonight. I mean, that play should have been stopped for no gain right there. But the determination from Mayan tonight is just unbelievable. He got a plus 10 yards on that carry.
So they're putting stuff on game film now for future opponents to have to consider. There's Williams again. He's around right in, and he's up the street. And they push him out of bounds. Looks like flag on the play. We got to get this flag sorted out.
Looks like it's going to be holding against the Warriors.
Holding on the Winton Woods Warriors. See on the replay here, Wild Bird Unlimited. Williams knows how to make that move and then jump it back out again.
Yeah, and you can see head over center right there. Once the referee sees the shoulder pads go up in the air and the jersey being grabbed, they're going to throw the flag every time.
Well, the Warriors, it's just up to them to just keep grinding it out.
Yeah, I like what they're doing. They just grinding it out, grinding it out. This is something, good ball control offense right now.
That's right. Jamonte Murray in motion. Wingfield with the snap. He's back, straight drop, looking to store his ball. His ball is incomplete. Demir Blankenship just couldn't quite get it in. He had a defender draped all over him.
Looked like Pleasance just took a little hit right there. Or was that?
Demir Blank. So 2nd and 5. The Warriors would be nice if they could just keep grinding it out. Murray in motion. Wingfield keeps it himself. He's around right in. Tried to cut around the guy, and that defender for Bishop Chatard made a nice play. I wish he would have cut that inside myself, because you could see by the angle that he wasn't going to get around.
Well, I tell you right there, that Bishop Chatard player, Masterson, made a great play right there. Because if he got past Masterson right there, he was going to be running for days.
Yep.
Great tackle right here. That's what you want your defensive players to do, is to come off the block and make the play.
Okay, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. Wingfield got the snap. He throws his ball over the middle, caught by Blankenship. But his ball's loose on the floor, and it looks like Bishop Chatard has it. That's too bad. But Blankensy had defenders all over him. He took a big hit. Yeah, so they jerked it away. That was number 20.
Whitmore made a great play right there. I mean, hey, he didn't only try to make the tackle, he also was fighting for the football. So you got to give it up for Whitmore. That's a little fight in that young man. He knows they're down by about 4 or 5 touchdowns and everything he needs to do to help this team.
So Bishop Chatard will set up shop on their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Got him wide open down the middle.
Overshoots his receiver. Guy had a step, but he just overthrew him.
I know Nordorf wish he can have that play back right there because the guy had a step on him, and he's been displaying a great touch all night long. He just overthrew him right there.
A couple scores we heard about at halftime from some other games in the neighborhood. We got Moeller up 14-7 in the second quarter over LaSalle. Princeton, Fairfield over Princeton, 14-7 in the second quarter. St. X over Elder, 14-10. This ball's complete. This guy's still on his feet, avoids the tackle, and he's going to have to be gang tackled down at about the Warrior 48-yard line. Would it be 1st and 10?
Great catch out there. Great throw by Nondorf. Great catch out there. And he had a little rack after the catch. It's what they have to do. They have to take one play at a time to try to get back in this game.
Where's defenders?
That was Coombs on a reception. Sorry about that.
Looks like number 4 for the Warriors, Mequan Grace. Might have took a little friendly fire on that tackle.
And you see what happened right there. You seen every Warrior sprinting to the football. Because that could have went for a lot longer than what it did. I thought they got a good spot if it's still 3rd and 1. Because I thought he was past the first down marker on that one.
Looks like I don't want to speculate on exactly what happened there. Didn't look good for his left shoulder, but we'll have to see what they come up with. While we're at it here, folks, these games are going to be on tape delay, if you will, Saturday, 9/29, which is tomorrow, 5 p.m. Monday, October 1st. This game will be on at 7:30 p.m. Wednesday, October 3rd, 4 p.m. now. And Friday, October 5th at 11 a.m. All these times games will be on Spectrum 979 or Cincinnati Bell Fiber Optics 850. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay that, it's just, again, a lot of guys gang tackling. Sometimes your own guy gets the worst of the hit.
Like you said, friendly fire, Jake. You know, the Warriors were sprinting to the football, and, man, they was really popping that receiver.
Okay, so we're glad to see he's up and coming over to the sideline under his own power. Adam Shiplet, the trainer for the Warriors, doing a good job. He's probably in about his, I want to say, near 7th or 8th year with them now.
And that was one of Winton Woods' main cornerback in Mr. Grace right there. And I tell you right now, with a quarterback like Nondorf, you better know that he knows who's coming out of that football game.
That's right. But I think Nandorf has to be careful, though, because he got away with 2 potential interceptions. And if he tries to get greedy, sloppy, they will come up with the real deal interception on him. So Nandorf back there by himself. Throws his ball.
Right through his hands. I tell you, they've been hooking up all day. You know, this number 13 done really caught a lot of tough passes over the middle. Mr. Surge and Nondorf, they have a really good connection going on. And I like Nondorf. He's not afraid to put the ball in there. The guy's really, really confident in his arm.
Yeah, 6'3", 205, so.
That's the prototypical type quarterback right there. 6'5", long, lanky, and range, and got a great arm.
He's got Harrison back there with him. Turns, gives the ball to Harrison. Harrison straight north with the ball, but he's tripped up.
Connect with it was Engelman with a nice saving tackle right there. Had he not made that tackle, he would have been running for a few yards on this one, Jake.
Yeah, shoestring tackle. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. This is where the Warrior defense has to see to it that these guys get off the field here.
Well, as you can see in the first half, this is right where the Chatard team was at before, on 3rd down and long at this field position, and they didn't make it, and then it turned the whole game on them.
Nondorf gives to Harrison. Harrison is muscling, still on his feet, and he's going to have a first down for Bishop Chatard.
You know, right there, that was a great play right there. You had a couple guards pulling and trapping in there, and he was really patient at the start of that play and had a nice gain on it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. This Harrison is a worthy back to have back there in your backfield. And this is where the Warriors are going to have to see to it that they keep the wraps on him. Fakes to give to Harrison. His ball's complete. Ball's caught. Looks like you're going to pick up about 6 yards on the play. See on the Wildbird Unlimited replay.
Crumpley didn't quite get a good wrap on the tackler, and he was able to get some yards after the catch on this play.
So 1st and 10, 6:40 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Nondorf waiting for the snap. Got it. He gives to Harrison. Harrison runs around the tackle in the backfield. He's getting good yardage. Looks like about a 5-yard carry.
Yeah, and right there, you know, I thought that was a slow developing play, but this back's really patient, waiting on his blocks, and, you know, he was reading his blocks and made a good cut and turned something actually into nothing. Nothing into something, excuse me.
2nd and 5 now. Bishop Chatard down here on the 20-yard line. Incomplete. Nondorf had the idea that he could get over here with this pass.
But I tell you right there, I'm really impressed with Nondorf's arm, man. He has great mechanics, man.
Jalen Feltha on the stop for the Warriors defense. 3rd and 5.
You know, this is 4-down territory, being down 35-7.
That's correct. Nondorf got the snap, straight drop, looking over the middle. Ball's thrown, ball's caught, touchdown.
That's Chatard. I tell you, these guys hook up. You can tell they've been working out over the season. That was a great throw by Nondorf.
Ben Sherrage, you know, he's number 13 for the Trojans, and like you said, he'll go over the middle, and sort of like Fred Biletnikoff.
Yes, he is, and I really like that receiver because he doesn't look like he's made of a whole soaking wet. He might be 130, but this guy continues to go over the middle like nothing.
And he's
really
the kicker, too. He's going to attempt this PAT off of his own touchdown catch here.
I'm really impressed with this guy. I really like what he does out there on the football field as far as going over the middle, going in traffic, making catches. And that was a good drive for Chatard. This guy must weigh 130, soaking wet. He goes over the middle, fearless.
So with that successful PAT, Linwood's Warriors are going to now be on top by a score of 35-14 with 5:51 left to go in the 3rd quarter of this game.
Jake, how huge was that 14-point explosion towards the end of the half for Winton Woods? Had they went in 21-7, we'll be looking at a game right now. But unfortunately, that 14-point explosion, wow, really helped the Warriors.
Well, probably in defense of Chatard coaching staff coming in here at 6-0. You don't get to be 6-0 by just, soft pedaling it. So they called themselves by going for that first down that they was going to try to do their thing. But unfortunately, the Warriors defense said not this time. Now the Warriors need a return on this kick.
Yes, they do. And for Chatard, that's what you have to do if you plan on getting back in this game. One play at a time.
So we'll see if they can do the onside kick. No. Here's Blankenship down at the 9-yard line. Here he goes up to the 23. Down at the 27-yard line of the Warriors.
You know, one of the things I look at Chatard's special team, if you look at the guys running off, they're all looking like skill players on the kickoff team. Real fast guys. You don't see no big linemen on the kickoff team no more. You see guys that with some agility and skill and speed out there.
Well, that's what they're going to have to do if they're going to call themselves covering Winton Woods receiving a kick. Wingfield under center this time. It's going to be a flag on the play. It's going to go against the Warriors. Motion, I'm guessing.
Illegal motion against the Warriors.
So 5:45 left to go in the third quarter. This is no time for the Warriors to get sloppy. First and 15. Mikhail Wingfield under center. Man in motion. Blankenship. Pitch to Blankenship. Around right in, and he's pushed out of bounds about the 25-yard line.
And that was a good read right there from Wingfield to give it up to Blankenship.
See, Wingfield able to snatch his way out of the grasp of a would-be tackler.
And this is a big stand right here for Chatard. You know, if they can hold him right here and get the football back, maybe get back in this football game.
Murray in motion.
Oh, almost a bad snap.
Mine Williams.
Great grab from Wingfield right there to save what could have been a disaster.
Yeah, they got to stop those high snaps. They had a few of those earlier in the season that didn't turn out. They seemed to have corrected it last week against Northwest, but now.
Mayan is continuing to keep his legs pumping. You know, you get hit by one or two players, that's not stopping Mayan.
Okay, so 3rd and 10, the Warriors need a big chunk here. They got good punters, but they don't want to have to punt. Deep pass over the middle, that's going to be over everybody's head, incomplete.
And right there you can see the youthfulness of Winton Woods quarterback right there. That was a play that he stayed on that receiver in the middle. So, but he didn't take a look at the other receivers who was open.
4th and 10.
But like I said, you got to protect your young quarterback. You know, he's only a sophomore.
Kick is off, end over end, takes a Warrior bounce, picked up at the 35 of the Trojans, and he noses his way up to the 43. The Trojans would be 1st and 10.
That was Sherby on a return, made one guy miss and lost his footing.
So this is where the Warrior defense will be asked to step up.
Yeah, right here. This is a big defensive stand right here for the Warriors. Chatard got what they was looking for. Three and out from the Warriors, and now they got the football back.
This is where the Warriors, if they could just come up with one of those near interceptions, see what they have. Harrison is back there with Nondorf.
Got him
wide open. Ball wide open. This ball is incomplete.
Wow, Nondorf just a little bit too much on that football. It had to be the perfect throw because the coverage was halfway decent, but the offensive guy did have a step on the defender.
Yes, he did.
It was a great stop and go move right there, just a little bit too much on it from Nondorf. I know he wish he can have that back.
So that's going to make it a 2nd and 10, 5:06 left to go in the third quarter. Nondorf back there with Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison, 6 foot, 185 pounder. Give is to Harrison. He runs outside of a block, or excuse me, outside of tackle, but then he's put down. Here's number
Engelman. Engelman made a great play coming down the line on that play right there.
That's right, Jalen Engelman. That's where the defense has to collectively step up. You got all kind of horses on defense that could put a stop to whatever Chatard thinks they're going to do.
Big stand right here from the Warriors.
3rd down 8.
And that's what you want to keep them in, 3rd and long.
See, this is where they know that Nondorf can't beat him with his feet.
Wow.
There's Harrison with the ball, and it's going to be 4th and short.
Is this 4-down territory?
Yeah, they're going to probably have to go for it. You see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, Harrison again straight north with the ball. 4th down and 2. And Winton Woods calls timeout.
Well, you know, Chatard, you know, I hate to say this, but I think they're chasing points. There's still a lot of time left in this game, and I think this coach for Chatard is being very impatient. You would like to have seen them play field position. They just had Winton Woods go 3 and out. You know, they had them backed up about the 20 or the 15. But I think they're chasing points right now, and that could come back to haunt them.
Well, you know, Halloween is just around the corner, so we're hoping all kind of stuff comes back to haunt these guys.
You know, that was a great run on that 3rd down. Really surprised me with that. I thought for sure they would let Nondorf throw that football.
To me, this guy, number 34, Mr. Harrison here, Tony Harrison.
Well, you got to look for number 13. I mean, that's been his go-to guy. It looks like that might be a nice little slant over there. He's got him set up out there.
Yeah, well, number 13, they're going to eventually fold him up. Ball's
There he
caught
is.
by number 13. It's going to be a 1st down.
Well, like I told you, Jake, I'm really impressed with this receiver, man. I tell you, he got guts. He keeps going in there. And he has great hands. Once the ball gets in his hand, it's sticking.
Oh, yeah, he's a good competitor.
So you know who's the go-to guy when it's 3rd down and short. You better find Sherrard.
1st and 10, 3:47 left to go in the 3rd quarter. There's Harrison with the give. Harrison trying to muscle through there, but no gain on the play.
It's a good play right there from Pleasance to get around his legs.
Pickup of 1 yard on the play.
So it's going to bring it to 2nd and 9.
Look like we got press coverage over at the top for the Warriors. That's where he's looking.
Ball's thrown over the middle, caught. It's number 11 on the coverage for the Warrior defense. That's Taquan Fleming.
Marcelli had made a great catch right there. I tell you, you can see the lineup. And they got a lot of confidence in those quick slants out there.
Well, I think their quick slants is better than their deep ball. We'll see. There's Harrison looking to muscle his way through. These guys are going to have to figure something out for this Harrison.
Well, they're showing great patience to stay with the running game. You know, I thought for sure they'd be throwing the ball around, but you know they're showing great patience to stay with the running game. And hey, this team is 6-0.
That's right.
They ain't get 6-0 by playing patsies.
That's right.
They know how to win football games.
That's why the Warriors got to keep the hammer down on these guys.
Yes, they do. They can't let them stay in this ball game.
Looking to throw deep over the middle. This ball's going to be over everybody's head.
Pass interference.
Pass interference.
You can't put your hands on a receiver these days.
See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay. Again, it's time for Nondorf to get knocked down if these guys want to win.
Well, the thing about it, you know, the guy's a good little quarterback. He gets rid of the ball fast. He reads defense very good for a young quarterback. is going to be playing college ball next year.
Well, he could read defense next week. The Warriors, they come in here, they have to make their presence known on defense. They haven't knocked this guy down enough. A couple of these interceptions. They got to get these interceptions.
And you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit because he's getting the ball out of his hands really quick. And they're staying patient, staying true to their running game.
He's going to throw.
Oh, he had him wide open.
Incomplete.
Had it wide open, but he had to get the throw over the linebacker's hand.
There's just, they're letting this guy have too much time to stand tall in that pocket.
Well, it's hard to get to a quarterback that gets rid of the ball fast like that. You know, I mean, the offensive line is giving him time to do what he needs to do, but the thing that he's helping out his offensive line is he's getting rid of the ball.
Thank you.
And that's a plus. That's just like an extra blocker out there. You know, how you getting rid of the ball real fast.
Whistle.
Illegal motion.
Illegal motion on the Bishop Chatard Trojans. Warriors bringing Kai and Sensame into the game, along with number 88, Anthony Booker. So it looks like they're letting these guys take turns catch and win. This guy's starting to run them.
Yeah, I mean, these are long drives. You got to interchange your linemen because the guys get tired. You see Shard in the slot, you know, so you definitely got to be looking at him because he's the go-to guy. He's been the go-to guy all day for Nondorf.
You know, with this Nondorf, to his credit, he's not looking like he's going to beat himself. That's why they got to knock him down.
Yeah, and to his credit, you know, the guy's just getting rid of the ball really fast, and you have to admire that about a young quarterback like that. He has full command of their offense. It seems like him and his coach are on the same page, and his coach trusts him.
2nd and 15, ball on the Warrior 23-yard line here. 2:15 left to go in the third quarter. Nondorf with the snap, throw this ball deep over the middle. This ball is intercepted, and he don't stay there. He comes out with it. He's at the 7. Looks like he's going to be taken down about the 9-yard line. But this is where the Warriors come up with the interception. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay here.
I don't think Nondorf had anybody open. In that time, he was a little rushed. The pressure got to him, and he overthrew the ball.
Yeah, well, that's where, again, if you got a quarterback that can run, he knows to just take it himself.
Yeah, but it was good pressure right there from the Warriors.
Well, we see on the replay here again, there's Nondorf. He still had a nice pocket, but, you know, and he had a,
he tried to get it in. There was a guy over top. They had a guy underneath him, a guy under top. So he made a bad read on that play. Sometimes you just got to throw it away and live for the next play. But, you know, the guy has great confidence in his arm. He thinks he can get it in everywhere.
So,
big
turnover. 10
turnover
for the Warriors, 2:04 left to go in the third quarter. This is where the Warriors got to run some clock here. Williams with the carry. Runs outside. They're all over Williams. He can't get a thing. He's still on his feet, though.
You know, one of the things Bishop Chatard did was they made some adjustments up front for Mayan. They're winning the line battle right now.
This is where Wingfield has enough riverboat gambler in him that he may take it on his own and run too.
Well, one of the things you got to remember, you got a young quarterback. You backed up on your 10-yard line. You don't want to put the ball in his hand and throw the ball. No, hand it off to Mayan and punt the football.
I'm with you on that one. Jamonte Murray in motion. The give is to Mayan Williams up the middle, but Bishop Chatard is waiting, and it's going to be where it's going to be third down and long now.
Well, the only way Wingfield's going to throw this ball is if he has press coverage. I think Chatard will put a guy over top of Mr. Johnson, who has been having a magnificent night today.
Clock rolling, 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter here. Man in motion is Murray. Wingfield claps the snap. Looking to throw this ball deep. It's ball. We got a whistle on the play before it started. So we're going to have to see what they come up with. It's going to more than likely be against the Warriors.
Illegal motion, perhaps? I didn't really see anything.
Illegal motion.
Wow. Yeah, I think right here you just hand the ball off to Mayan and punt the football.
Yeah.
Right now the Warriors have been playing defense and on their half of the field for the whole second half.
Yep.
Well, it was a good thing they did blow the whistle because it looked like that ball would have been
intercepted. Wingfield back there. Looking to throw this ball. He's standing in his own. Run for it, Wingfield. Take what you can get. He's chased out to the out of bounds. He throws this ball incomplete. This is where, again, you got a quarterback. It's time to just go ahead and run, take what you can get.
Yeah, and once again, Jake, you got a young quarterback. You got to put him in good, winnable situations.
Well, this is now where Bishop Chatard Trojans got a chance of coming in on this kick. Put the jailbreak on this kick. You're going to have Romel Velasquez back there.
Third quarter score, Elgin, 44, St. Xavier, 20.
Is that Sawinski back for Chatard? They're going to have good field position.
Oh,
right
yeah, so Bishop Chatard jumped. Bishop Chatard moved. It won't be enough for a first down. Give him
5 more yards
some
to punt.
room.
5 extra yards.
That's big, though.
Either way you look at it, though, Jake, Chatard should come out of this with good field position. This second half it's been all Chatard, even though they only scored 7 points so far. But Winton Woods has been stagnant for every possession. But
Velasquez kick is off.
Bad
Looks like
field
it'll touch
position.
up out to 42.
Oh, good
And
bounce.
it rolls, takes the Warrior bounce where it's going to be put down at the Winton Woods 43-yard line. 11.3 seconds left to go in the third quarter here, Mitch.
In the fourth quarter, Miller 14, LaSalle 14. In the fourth quarter, Ross 10, Edgewood 6.
So those are 2 games the Warriors, I'm sure, are interested in. They'll be playing Edgewood next week. Moeller later on in the season. Next week will be the Warrior homecoming, excuse me. Oh, there's Nondorf back there by himself now.
Empty set.
Ball's caught.
Boy, I
Get
tell
it
you.
down about the Warrior
Nondorf-
30-yard line.
Excuse me, Jake. Nondorf is a confident quarterback. He tries to lay that ball anywhere. And you got to give credit to Shard. This young man runs great routes, and he's always there. Reminds me of a commercial when I was growing up when Roger Staubach never left home without Drew Pearson. So that's how Norndorf feels about Shard.
I guess you can't go wrong giving Roger Staubach props in Cincinnati.
No, Roger the Dodger, one of the all-time greats. One of my favorite quarterbacks anyway.
So that's the end of the third quarter here from Frederick Stadium, where we have a score of the Winwoods Warriors 35 and the Bishop Chatard Trojans 14. So we got 12 minutes left. have to make sure that they finish dropping the hammer on these guys. See, next week when we come in here, Waycross Community Media will be here next week. Edgewood Cougars come in. Warriors will be on their homecoming. The Warriors, they've been playing this game the last couple of weeks since the opening week of the season. The rest of these games, they've been playing like who they are. So the Warriors defense, this ball is on the 28-yard line of the Warriors. This is where the Warriors defense, they can't let no big chunks. A couple of yards here and there, but no big gains. This ball's up in the air. This ball is caught for a touchdown. Bishop Chatard, first play of the fourth quarter. Long touchdown, 29-yard touchdown pass.
Was that Sowinski on the receiving end of that touchdown? That was a great throw by Norndorf, but an even better catch right there.
Yeah, so they took advantage.
Sowinski made a great catch. The ball just fell right into his arm. Excuse me, Jake.
They took advantage of number 11, Tyquan Fleming, who's in there replacing Mequan Grace. So they finally got around to taking advantage of that, and that kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 11:52 left to go in the game, we have a score: the Winwoods Warriors 35 and the Bishop Chatard Trojans 21. Have to see what the Warriors come up with on offense.
It seemed like that pass just fell out of his scab right in Sowinski's arm. Great catch, man. An even better throw. You couldn't throw a better ball.
This is Albert Unlimited Replay here shows us.
It was good coverage. The ball just fell right in there. There's nothing you can do about that.
The defender never did look back, but it's up to the Warriors offense to run this clock.
Great throw right there by Norndorf. And an even better catch from Sowinski.
I'll take another coast-to-coast run for the Warriors, but I'd just as soon see them eat a bunch of clock as they go downfield.
Yeah, and I think the Warriors need to put a good drive together right here to, take the momentum away from Chatard.
That's what they need.
The Trojans are definitely playing better in the second half.
We could hear the Warrior cheerleaders now urging these guys to get in gear. This ball's picked up.
Great tackle.
Murray
right
is handled and put down at his own 23-yard line there.
Cal Haslett, great play on the special team.
So this is the fork in the road, the stick a fork in a moment of this game here for the Warrior offense. Number 12, Brian Johnson Jr. takes his place.
Now it's time for Chatard to get a heavy doses right now of Mayan. A heavy dose of Mayan right here.
So we see they give us the Mayan, and Chatard is waiting for him. Very little, no gain.
I don't know what they did, but they made some good adjustments as far as the third quarter to stop Mayan.
Winton Woods breaks the huddle on his 2nd and 8 play. 11:20 left to go in the game. They're coming. Wingfield completes his pass to number 5 out there, and he breaks through a tackle, still on his feet. Rashawn Brown, senior wide receiver.
They needed that right there, Jake. Great play. Great throw from Wingfield to Brown. he did a great job of yakking after the catch.
That's, again, where they need somebody other than Mayan Williams doing stuff. It's like number 14, Demetrius Gates, is coming in the game in place of Rashawn Brown. Here they come creeping up again. Williams with the carry, but he can't get around this guy at the line of scrimmage.
They definitely put the clamps down on Mayan this quarter and the third quarter.
That's where, again, you got to have somebody else doing stuff with the ball, get his defense other things to think about.
Well, I mean, and the Warriors need to be patient right here. You know, they're still up 35-21.
That's true.
Don't panic here. Don't try to do nothing that you're not used to doing. You know, you got a young quarterback, so you want to put him in good positions.
Here they come after this young quarterback, but this pass is complete. Makes a man miss, still on his feet. This ball is going to be having tackled down about the 44-yard line. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd down and 4. 9:44 left to go.
Big play right here.
There's Mayan Williams with the carry. He knocks a couple guys over.
First down.
He's going to have 1st down. That's what they needed. See on the Wild Bird replay here, Williams puts that shoulder down and running dudes over now. Mikhail Wingfield back into the huddle. See, now they got him set up for Wingfield to pull that ball out of Williams' gut and keep it himself.
You know, and he's making good decisions on that too.
There he goes. Wingfield kept it himself. Picked up about 2 or 3.
That's a great little pull right there from Wingfield to keep it himself.
On the replay there. And, yep. Wingfield doesn't mind running this ball.
No, he doesn't. And you know, that the defender kind of, he baited Wingfield on that play, and Wingfield kept the football. You know, the defender turned him right back into the flowing defense.
You know, as long as it's positive yards and they maintain possession, it's still useful.
Yes, it is.
Wingfield keeps it himself. Now he's going to get some yards this time. Wingfield, uh-oh. Ay, ay, ay. Wingfield still on his feet, twisting through would-be tacklers, and he's going to be about a yard short of the 1st down. At least there's no flags on a play like that. Because a play like that is usually...
Yeah, they missed the little grab of the jersey right there. But, hey, sometimes you get better lucky.
See, Wingfield, he wants that ball now.
He's gaining confidence in himself right now.
3rd and 2, so we know this is 4-down territory for the Warriors.
Yeah, and they bringing a heavy package in right now.
Boy, and do they ever have a diesel package.
Big Booker, number 88.
Booker, number 75. Deron Young.
Whoa, penetration.
Williams through everybody. Williams is going to make it all the way to the land of 6. And it's going to be touchdown. I don't see a flag on the field. So your Wittenwood's Warriors have turned this goal line into malfunction junction once more.
Wow, Chatard blew that play up but didn't tackle. And then it was Mayan and nobody else. Chatard had great penetration.
Here we see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay that
they blew it up. They just missed the tackle.
Look at those blocks. So Yuri Velasquez in for the point after. The hold is down. The kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 7:36 left to go in the affair, we have a score of your Winwoods Warriors 42 and the Bishop Chatard Trojans 21.
Big time answer right there from the Warriors. If ever they needed a drive and a scoring possession, that was the time. Look at this. They blew it up. A missed tackle, and there was nobody between Mayan and the end zone.
That's right.
Great look right here. Look, they blew it up right there. Missed tackles right there. You're not going to get Mayan down with a shoestring.
No. And then once he gets out and open, you ain't going to catch him either. So,
look
Warriors.
at this replay right here. Great penetration right there from Chatard. They didn't make the tackle, and there was nobody between him and the end zone.
A lot of that was set up because they had to consider the possibilities with Wingfield keeping the ball.
Yeah, and plus they brought in the big package right there. They brought the beef.
Yeah, their package, they got guys that are just like number 74, DeRon Young, 6'6", 286. So the kick is off.
You didn't have to ask who had the beef because we know where the beef was at.
He's on his feet. He's outrun quite a few Warriors here, but they get him tackled on the far sideline.
Osborne made a nice little return on that kickoff.
We got number 10, Melvin Pleasant, holding his left thigh. So 7:26 left to go in this game. This ball is on the Trojan 33. Yes, sir. Demetrius Gates, number 14, nice stop. Nondorf gives to the motion man. War defense is there waiting. Pickup of maybe one or two. Clock rolling, 7:14 left.
That's what you like to see, Jake. You like to see that time elapsing.
That's right.
That was a big scoring drive right there from the Warriors.
Yes, it was.
They got him wide open. He overthrew
wide
him.
Open. Ball's caught. It looks like Chatard is going to score his touchdown.
There he is.
So runs past number 21, Jalen Feltha. 6:48 left to go here.
You know, they've been setting them up all night on that goal right there. They've been doing a lot of hitches, and Winton Woods players been biting on the hitch, and they set them up. But like I said, that guy right there, number 13, is Mr. Hands. You know, that's one of those unsung receivers. You know, you don't think he has all the skills and the potential, but this guy should be playing next year on somebody's roster in college.
And here he is kicking the point after that.
That's
too.
Ben Shar, do everything, wide receiver and kicker.
Hold us down.
And good hands. You have to put him on a good hands team. That guy, man, he runs great, precise routes.
So with 6:48 left to go in the game, we have a score of the Winwoods Warriors 42 and Bishop Chatard Trojans 28.
Right here, you set him up on a stop and go. All he had to do was lay it in there. That guy has great hands.
So we're going to have to see, I'm guessing Chatard now, they're going to probably try some trickery on this kickoff maybe.
Well, they really don't want to kick it to Blankham. See, this guy's been terrific in returning punts and kickoffs. So, you know, Chatard should maybe kick it at the 20. Because they definitely don't want the ball in his hands.
Well, let me see. They went for it on 4th down and were unsuccessful late in the first half.
And that's the difference in the ball game, that 14-point explosion with 1:27 left in the second quarter.
Well, this is where they might as well roll the dice again, try an onside kick.
Well, it's 6:48. You can kick it maybe about to the 20, play field position right here. Hopefully you can get a stop.
Yeah, Warriors offense gets this ball. Yeah, there's onside kick. And
did it go? It didn't go. Oh, it didn't go. 10 for them.
It didn't go 10 yards. I see the flag.
They had it set up. It was set up. Nobody from Winton Woods was even close to the ball.
Yeah, I figured that was the way to go because if the Warriors offense gets that even on their own 20-yard line, they're going to run the clock.
Wow, how close was that? A la Nick Saban, the national championship game. Wow. It went 1 yard short of the 10-yard mark right there, Jake.
Well,
And they had the Warriors. They caught them sleeping.
I told them. I said I'm going to told you they should just onside kick that.
Yes, you did. They caught the Warriors sleeping, but unfortunately, it didn't go far enough.
See, but now, this is where the Warriors still have to run clock. They can't just be any old sloppy with this. And Wingfield can't do it this time. He's going to have to just get a ball to Williams. Williams twists around the would-be tackler, still on his feet, makes a move, and he's on the way.
Gone again.
Touchdown, Winwood's Warriors. First play from scrimmage.
Same play, except they didn't have the big package in.
There we see Winwood's Warriors still having answers for anything these Trojans throw at them.
Yes, they do.
Winwood's Warriors well on their way to putting a stop to this thing where the visiting team wins this game.
Wow. I know Chatard, they didn't expect this buzzsaws tonight.
Here's Yuri Velasquez to hold us down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 6:37 left to go here from Frederick Stadium in Forest Park, Ohio, we have a score of your Winwood's Warriors 49 and the Bishop Chatard Trojans 28.
Look at this same exact play, missed tackle right there, and he's off to the races.
Nice downfield blocking. Winwood's Warriors always have perimeter blocking every year in and year out.
Man, that was just a great run from Mayan. You know, that was aided by a missed tackle right there from Chatard. 2 missed tackles up in the hole cost him 14 points. But you have to give Mayan some credit right there. His spin. Guy put his head down, didn't see what he was hitting, and off to the races Mayan goes. High-fived his teammate on the way into the end zone.
That's right.
Wow, you can't miss a tackle on this young man. You have to wrap him up because there's no quitting him. First guy rarely gets him down.
Well, here's the Warriors, Yuri Velasquez. Maybe Velasquez could come up with that deep kick where there's no return because we don't want nothing. These guys getting no hope on a whistle on the play.
What do we got on? All sides on the Warriors? Wow. Yeah, you would think.
So the Warriors. Winwood's Warriors offside. They had that problem corrected for weeks. They've been getting plenty of practice at it the past couple weeks. I thought they had it down, but it's where the Warriors are going to have to, execute coverage of this kick. 6:35 left to go. It's time for the Bishop Chatard Trojans to start figuring out what truck stop they're going to get coffee at on the way home. So, Yuri Velasquez got him spread out. Kick is up and away. Fielded at the 1. Straight north with the ball. He's going to be taken down rudely at the Bishop Chatard 21-yard line.
Number 25, Jalen Anderson. And number 11, Tyquan Fleming. Made the stop for the Warriors. First and 10, Chatard from the 22-yard line.
So here's Chatard over the ball.
You know, the Warriors are starting to back off a little bit, which is a good move from Coach Parker. You know, keep everything underneath.
Yep.
Don't let nothing beat you deep.
Ball's caught, but gang tackle knocked out of bounds.
And that's what you have to do. Keep everything in front of you. You're up by 21 points. So make them beat you deep.
That's right, and make these guys stay in bounds on these tackles.
Keep everything underneath in front of you, and the Warriors will be fine.
.6:10 left to go in the game. Back to throw.
Got him on the wheel route.
This ball's going to be incomplete. And no flags on the play. That coverage by number 6 for the Warriors, Wasim Ficklin. So we overheard the PA announcer with a final score of Elder 51 over St. X. Ball's caught, and again, this guy's getting out of bounds.
Well, it seems like the Warriors' strategy now is catch it in front of us and make a tackle. We'll give you that. We ain't going to give you that one play deep bomb where you only take 10 seconds off the clock.
Yep.
Final score, Milford 56, Anderson 22.
Got to score Harrison 43, Talawanda 35. We'll probably be Waycross Media. Will probably be over there covering Harrison and Northwest at some point later this season. Trojans are moving this ball down the field. 5:51 left to go here. Start keeping these guys in bounds on these tackles, Warrior defense. Londorf straight back. Incomplete.
Yeah, he made a quick decision right there. It seems like he has a little bit trouble lobbing the ball over the middle of the field. And the Warriors it look like they're in a cover 2 defense, keeping everything in front of them. You know, I guess they see, we're not blitzing or putting any extra pressure on the quarterback.
Well, with Nondorf not being a threat to beat you with his legs, he doesn't have the full hand that he needs. Incomplete, thrown a little bit behind him. That's one where he's going to feel that tomorrow.
There goes that man again over the middle. Got a nice little hit on him right there. But that guy's like the Energizer Bunny. He keeps ticking. Takes a licking and keeps ticking.
Yeah, well, he's going to get folded up just right on one of these plays. Londorf back to pass. 3rd and 10. Get off the field, Warrior defense.
Oh, he went for the interception,
and missed. So he catches this ball and skips out of bounds. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay.
He went for it right there. I don't know how he missed it, but he just missed it. Went right through his arms.
Somebody on defense for the Warriors has to step up.
Yeah, they do need to. I mean, they're up 21 points. They're taking time off the clock.
Back to throw, over the middle, incomplete. See. It looks like the Trojans, they don't have anything else for the Warriors defense to think about as far as catching the pass other than number 13.
Yeah, I mean, that's his go-to guy. You know, he doesn't leave home without that guy.
Nondorf looking to throw. Short pass over the middle. It's going to be caught short of a first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Well, you know, it looks like all the receivers ran a quick hitch right there. I think they setting us up for a hitch and go sometime because they all ran the same route. You know, this is 2-down territory and 4-down territory anyway. You know, like once I said, the guy gets rid of the ball extremely fast.
So that's going to be caught for first down.
Near the 25-yard line. First down, Chatard.
I'm really impressed about how fast he gets rid of the football.
Number 30, Max Schrade. The brother of Ben Schrade. First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. Nondorf, straight drop, looking to throw deep over the middle. This ball is nearly intercepted off of 2 different defenders' hands.
Yes, they was playing tip ball. You know, if the ball stays up in the air that long, you got to, wistful thinking right there. That ball was.
Replay here.
Yeah, they was batting that ball all over the place. Oh, right off the receiver's hand.
Demetrius Gates looking like, why isn't this ball in my lap? Oh, it's going to be 2nd and 10. Ball on the 26. Nondorf throws his ball. It's going to be caught. No, it's going to be incomplete. This official's calling this a catch. You see on the replay here where bobble it.
He bobbled it, but then he gained possession. He gained possession before he went out of bounds.
He lost the ball.
3rd and 3.
Nondorf, he might have to run. Somebody get up there and shut him down.
He doesn't want to run that.
He's going to take a hit. That's right. Give this guy, you know, he's got to ride home on this bus realizing that, yeah, I held that ball too long tonight. Here come new defenders for the Warriors. Number 31 in the game. That's Andrew Booker.
4th and 3 right here.
Number 58, Malcolm Bryant. This is where the Warriors. Bishop Chatard calling timeout here.
Timeout, Bishop Chatard. Their first timeout of the second half.
You know, on this replay we see where, to me, it's just like in those pro games, it wasn't a completed catch because he didn't complete the act of falling to the ground with control of the ball.
Well, he gained possession right there, Jake.
But when he fell, he didn't have no control of the ball.
And he lost it when he rolled over, so.
Yeah, okay.
Final score, Fairfield 31.
That was one of those on the border iffy calls. We needed a different angle right there
well,
as he was
cool
rolling
with it.
over.
It is not a final. Moeller 21.
Great angle right here. This shows everything right here. He looked like he had possession. Got it ripped off. Great angle right there.
You know, like Coach Doyle told me in our conversation for the game that Bishop Chatard didn't bring the officials. 4th down 3, 3:25 left to go. There's Harrison with the ball. He runs through would-be tackles, and he's down to the 10-yard line where it's going to be first down and goal. Or maybe not. They might have a possibility. Yeah, they got a first and 10. They got this ball on the 11-yard line.
Yeah, so they do have an opportunity to get a first down before a touchdown.
See, this is where if you got a quarterback that's a threat to run, you know, he could send everybody out and just take it himself. But I don't think Nondorf wants any part of trying to use his legs to beat these guys.
No, he's definitely a passer. You know, and in this day and age, that's exactly what you want. Somebody could throw the football, but he has to sometimes give up on a play when he doesn't really have anything there, throw the ball away and live for the next play. But you have to admire the fight in the young man. He doesn't give up on a play.
Oh, and I'm good, like you say. Anytime someone has that fight, I'm admiring that.
Yes,
It looks
sir.
like his offensive line is giving him, good protection.
Well, and he's adding to that offensive line by a lot of his
Quick release.
his quick decision making and getting rid of the ball real quick. So it doesn't look like they're asking their linemen to do a whole bunch of pass blocking because of this guy. He gets rid of the ball so fast.
First and 10, Trojan.
3:14 left to go in the game. Man in motion. Nondorf, he's going to try to keep it himself this time, but he's going to take a hit. That's Demetrius Gates coming up to put the hit on him.
Runs it to the 6-yard line. On the stop, number 14, Demetrius Gates.
Great tackle right there.
See, I could tell this guy don't really want to run the ball.
No, he would prefer to throw it.
2:46 left to go. Nondorf throwing over the middle. This ball is caught for a touchdown.
Mama, there goes that man again. You know, that Charge is some kind of receiver, man. You know, that guy has played a well of a game. And when Coach Parker looks at that film, he's going to say, hey, you got to take your hat off to this young man. He done did everything they asked of him. Go over the middle, take a good licking, keep on ticking, run slants. Oh, great game by him. Plus, he's the kicker.
Yep. And Coach Doyle told me about him before the game. So that kick is up.
And all you can say is,
Kick is good.
Mama, there goes that man again.
2:39 left to go in this game. We got your Winwood's Warriors on top here.
I mean, that was
49
great coverage right
to
there.
35.
And Nondorf just got the ball in there. And this guy, Chatard, has great concentration, great hands. Anything that gets close to this young man, he catches the football.
And if he decides to hand the ball off, this guy, Tony Harrison, senior running back, 6 foot, 185 pounder, he looks like he knows what to do with the ball too.
Yeah, and the Warriors have their onside kicking team out there. You know, when they got their best football player on the front line, it's all about team.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I want to have Mayan Williams out there, but that's where they got him.
Hey, you don't want to lose the best player on your team on an onside kick. But, hey, man, the guy's just a team player. He does what the team asks him.
But this is when the Warriors started practice this summer. I didn't see a lot of their two-a-days this year, but the little bit I saw, I could tell that they had the nucleus for this kind of team.
Well, and one of the things that I noticed about the kids up here at Winton Woods,
Winton Woods
they
is
didn't.
still out.
They lost it.
Winton Woods
Chatard.
touched it, and Chatard has this ball on the onside kick.
And my point to you was, Jake, when I come up here in the summer to walk or whatever, you always see the Winton Woods kids out here running, catching. It's not even nowhere near football season, but they're out here practicing.
That's because Coach Dre, these are his kids. This is his program now. He's got a lot of his coaches with him. He's been with them for a while. They know what Coach Dre expects.
And this has been going on for years. They see the older kids do it, and so they can't wait to do this.
Back to throw, and he's going to be smothered and taken down.
And the Warriors brought the pressure on that one, Jake.
That's right.
That's what they backed off the possession before to let them keep throwing underneath. Coach decided to bring a little extra pressure.
Of course, Mark Nondorf knowing he's going to have to give him the idea that he will run. Incomplete. That's number 13, Ben Schrage.
Hey, that's a rarity right there.
He missed.
That's a rarity right there. But it's third down right here. I look for a hitch and go right here because the Warriors are biting on it.
Third down, 2:09 left to go in the affair.
You know, this is 4-down territory, so I look for a hitch and go right now.
Nondorf throwing this ball. This ball is almost intercepted by the Warriors.
So they say that's why he's a defensive back instead of a receiver.
Tamarian Crumpley, we see on the replay here.
I don't quite understand. I don't quite know where he was throwing the ball. It was a bad read on his part. But what happened is his other outside receiver kind of put on a route, which brought his man into the play.
So 4th and 12, fork in the road or stick a fork in him here. Incomplete. Winton Woods will take this ball over on downs with 1:57 left to go. Bishop Chatard has 2 timeouts left, so Winton Woods will have to move this ball, move the sticks. This is a good way for the Warriors to come in off of that big victory last week. That's the way this game should end, with the Warriors in victory formation, hopefully. There's Williams looking for a spot, but the Trojan defense is waiting.
They went to the well one too many times. Those were the plays that he scored on back-to-back. Why not try it again?
Well, I'm sure the Warriors wouldn't mind if they could bust them loose on another long touchdown.
Yeah. Chatard has how many timeouts?
Clock
2 timeouts.
running, 1:28. Here comes Winton Woods up on the ball. 1:17 left to go. Timeout called.
Delay a game.
Delay a game, Winton Woods Warriors. There's no need to move it backwards, you know. Here's the give, round left in. He beats him off. He's up the street. This guy may not catch him, but he does. So this ball is going to be down on the Chatard Trojan 28-yard line. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay.
Great little jet sweep right there. He got the corner and turned it on.
And that's number 20, Jamonte Murray, junior running back, 5'8", 174. Does a good job of complimenting Mayan Williams. Clock running, 54 seconds. Warriors come up on the ball. 44 seconds. This is victory formation. Clock still rolling, 36 seconds. .29 seconds left to go. And there's a snap, and Wingfield takes a knee. So, clock's going to keep rolling. So that looks like it's rolling down to where we had another night of good football weather at Frederick Stadium in Forest Park, Ohio, as the players come out to meet at the midfield and respect the game. We have a final score here. of the Winwoods Warriors 49 and the Bishop Chatard Trojans 35. For my partner Mitch Mays and all the hard-working resources of Waycross Community Media, this is Jake Williams saying so long, and we'll see you next week at the Warrior Homecoming.